it's Jen from Kids Eat Vegetables. I hope you're doing well this week. If you are new to my broadcast or you're catching this on the replay, please be sure to leave your comments in the comments section. I always come back and answer any questions that you have, or post recipes, or anything that any questions that you have, or things that you might need answered during the broadcast. If you find this valuable, or if you have friends who are struggling raising a picky eater, please be sure to share this broadcast. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Jen Zills. I am a wife, a mom of 3, a certified health coach, and the founder of Kids Eat Vegetables, where I help busy moms on their journey to raising healthy kids. And I am passionate about helping moms get their kids to eat more vegetables and to make healthy choices. Today I want to talk about picky eaters, choosy chewers, whatever you want to call them. There's so many different labels out there, and honestly, I am not a fan of the labels. To me, they are kids. They are learning, and they're learning to eat just like they learn to walk and learn to ride a bike and learn to do math and everything else, learn to read, all the things that they're learning. Eating is another one that they are learning to do. And we as moms are responsible to help them through that journey, and labeling them picky eaters or giving them names, it's not necessarily helpful in the process, right? It's stressful enough to sit down at the dinner table and not be sure if your kids are going to eat it or what the reaction is going to be to the food. And so let's talk a little bit about that. Maybe you're struggling with a picky eater. Maybe your child has 1 or 2 things that they'll eat. Maybe you're lucky they have 4 or 5. It's a struggle. It's very, very challenging. And I hear so many times people say, oh, they'll grow out of it. They'll grow out of it. Their taste buds are going to change. They'll grow out of it. Here's my opinion on that. There's a difference between taste and habits. And are their taste buds going to change? Absolutely. Are they going to mature? Absolutely. Are they as they get older, is it easier to explain to them the importance of healthy food? Absolutely. But we need to start young with the habits, with building healthy habits. You and I both know, Mom, it's best if it can start as early as possible. But even if you are dealing with an 8 or 9-year-old who is a picky eater, it's not too late. But you need to start now, right? So we need to change and develop some of these healthy eating habits as soon as possible, as early as possible. The one benefit when they are older, like I said, is it's a little easier to talk to them about the importance, right? When they're 8 and 9 years old, they're starting to go out and go to play dates and be in dance class or be in basketball competitions. And so they understand that that they need to eat healthy. It's easier to explain to them the importance of eating healthy. So I'm going to go through some tips that I have in regards to building the habits. Their taste buds are going to change. I totally agree with that. And we talk a lot around here about helping kids and having recipes that help things to taste better, right? To help greens taste less bitter, to cook with healthy fats, or to roast vegetables to make them taste better. So I share a lot of those tips. If you don't receive our weekly newsletter, please go to kidseatvegetables.com/tips. Again, that's kidseatvegetables.com/tips. I will send you my free ebook that has 10 tips to get your kids to eat vegetables, as well as some great recipes that are kid tested and kid approved. So we talk about that. So we talk about making food taste good with our different recipes, but building the habits is just as important. So a couple of my tips when it comes to building habits. And don't you know my dishwasher just went off? So I'm going to turn that off real quick. Hold on. Timing. Okay. Some of my, healthy habits when it comes to building healthy habits. Number 1, you have to present a variety of foods. Presenting a variety of foods, getting kids used to the fact that you can't eat a hot dog every single day. That is not a healthy choice. And I know sometimes we get in those traps where we're like, my kid will only eat chicken nuggets, my kid will only eat hot dogs. We really need to start offering a variety of food as soon as possible. And for some kids, that is very difficult. I understand that. And if you are in a situation where your child will only eat a hot dog or will only eat a specific brand of chicken nuggets, try to start offering variety within that food. It can be that simple, right? If you always serve the hot dog a certain way, or you always serve the chicken nuggets a certain way, Start changing just that one food. Maybe you cut it differently. Maybe you present it differently. Maybe it's on a bun sometimes, not on a bun, whatever. But start the variety with what they know, but start introducing new foods and a variety of foods as soon as possible, right? Because we know that when they start going out, like I said, when they're 7, 8, 9, they are going to play dates. They are, they have the school lunch, maybe the school hot lunch. They're going to friends' houses. They're going to gymnastics competitions or a soccer tournament where there's going to be a variety of food. Not everyone is going to have a hot dog for them. Not everyone is going to have a chicken nugget. It's very unfair to have our kids in a situation where they will only eat one food. It's hard to send them out and have them experience life when they are so constrained by that one food. But I also know that it's very tough for some kids and it can cause some anxiety. So start making changes and adding variety within the food that they like. Maybe you're just preparing it differently. You're serving it differently. Maybe you're serving it at a different time. You're serving it snack and things like that. So start making changes with what they know and what you know they like to help them ease them into the fact that not everything's always going to be the same. We can't always only have warm milk. We can't always only have a hot dog, right? We need to have some variety in there. Start the variety with what they know. Tip number 2 is start pairing new foods with their familiar foods. So if they only eat chicken nuggets, try some sweet potato fries next to the chicken nuggets. If they only eat hot dog, maybe you serve some green beans with the hot dog. So always have their familiar food there for them so they feel comfortable with their familiar food. But when you're introducing a new food, have it with what they're familiar with, right? That'll help ease that anxiety and help them stay consistent with what is familiar to them and what you know they like. But it is so important to start introducing that variety as a healthy habit. So offer variety, offer new foods with their familiar foods. Tip number 2. Number 3, we really need, even at an early age, to start talking to our kids about the fact that not every food is going to be our favorite, okay? However, there are foods that are important to us, to our bodies, to have healthy bodies, to grow, that we need to eat. And we don't need to eat a ton of them, right? Like, we don't need to eat huge servings of broccoli to get the nourishment, right? We can have small servings of broccoli, but we need to eat the broccoli, right? We need to have the green beans. We need to have a variety of healthy foods. Not everything is going to taste like, my favorite, chocolate peanut butter ice cream, right? Like, given the choice, I'm picking chocolate peanut butter ice cream over broccoli any day. Like, come on, we love sweets. But we need to understand, not everything is going to be our favorite. I think this is important for a few reasons when you're creating these healthy habits. One is they need to understand that some things you're just going to have to eat. Sorry, mom's going to do her best to make it taste good, to serve it in a variety of ways, to look for new recipes, to mince it, chop it up real small in a soup so you don't really notice. There's many different things we can do, but it's still important that we eat healthy food, right? Number 2 is everything's not going to be our favorite. When we go out to a friend's house, they might have different eating habits than we do, but we're still going to try the food, right? We're going to have manners. So it goes into a kind of a bigger objective where you're like, we need to eat food that's offered to us by other people for gratitude, appreciation, and just being adventurous and trying new things. We're not going to know what our next favorite chocolate peanut butter ice cream is if we don't try new things. So who knows? Going to your friend's house and they have a fabulous Mexican fiesta and you're only eating hot dogs, you're missing out, right? So as they get older, we need to look forward to that. And I know it's tough when you're dealing with temper tantrums of a 3-year-old at the table about a hot dog. But keep in mind, Mom, the longer term, the bigger picture, and building these healthy habits is so important. If they don't eat all the broccoli on their plate, fine. But having the broccoli on the plate is important. So are their taste buds going to change? Sure. Are they going to mature? Sure. Maybe someday broccoli will be their favorite food. But we can't just stick to the hot dog and stick to the chicken nuggets because that's what the child wants. And say, oh, that's all they eat. We'll just wait till later when their taste buds change. That's when we'll deal with it. Mom, that's setting you up for disaster, and it's setting you up for a lot of stress, and it's not helping your little one to, grow to be an adventurous eater. So are they going to eat everything the first time they try it? Absolutely not. Are you going to have some temper tantrums? For sure. But building those healthy habits is so important. So variety, offering a variety of foods, exposing them to a variety of foods. And I say this, take it away from the dinner table. Offer something new at snack time. That's a great time. Don't keep having the dinner table battle. Offer these foods, at different meals or during snack time. Number one is variety. Number two, serve familiar with the unfamiliar. So serve the new things with the things you know they love, so they go together. One thing I love to do is hummus with vegetables with potato chips. Like, the kids love the potato chips. You know they're gonna eat the potato chips. They love to dip, so they're gonna dip in the hummus, and then the veggies are there. The veggies are there too, and celery or cucumbers, carrots, whatever it is. You'd be surprised. They're gonna try them when you present them again with something familiar. And finally, number three is the reality of it is not every food is going to be our favorite, and that's okay. But we can grow to love them, and we can grow to appreciate them. We can grow to eat them without a tantrum, right? That's the goal. So picky eater, choosy chewer, whatever you call your little one, mom, be consistent, reach out, talk to other moms for help. Join our newsletter, kidseatvegetables.com/tips. Every week I share the recipes, tips, my weekly video, coloring pages for the kids. You can talk about broccoli while they're coloring it. Jokes for the kids, right? So in your inbox, it's short, it's simple, it's sweet, but it always adds value to your weekend and to your meal plan for the week. So I hope you'll join us, and for now, we'll talk later. Bye.